And now it is my privilege and honor to present the 2020 AOA Shining Star Award. This award goes to an individual or group of individuals who dedicate their time and resources to AOA and the alpaca industry as a whole. Ironically, the winner this year is my very first phone call I made when I came to this position. I had no idea who she was, but I'd read her nomination, heard from the staff, the board, and other members, and I knew she was someone who had inspired many. She's a volunteer, a judge, and a fiber expert. And now is my privilege to present the Shining Star Award to Winnie Labreck. Congratulations, Winnie.
Thank you, Robin. Wow. This is pretty awesome. I am very honored to receive this. I'm in an incredible group of people who have received this in the past, and it means quite a bit to me in this industry. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. There are so many groups and individuals who are worthy of this honor, and it's very humbling to have my own name submitted and then to be selected out of that group that was submitted. I really am humbled and honored. Thank you. I look back at those who were presented this Shining Star Award in the past, and I'm reminded of what an incredible group of people these were, who share our passion for our Alpaca world, and they give their time and efforts selflessly to enhance the continued growth and improvement of our organization and industry. It's an incredible honor to be recognized for one who does that as well. When I was first introduced into alpacas in the early 90s, little did I know how that would change my life. And I have been involved in this industry ever since. I owe much of that passion and drive to my affiliate at the time, the Pennsylvania Alpaca Owners and Breeders Association, PAOBA. I attended an early organizational meeting for that affiliate in the year 2000, and they asked me to chair their fiber committee, which didn't exist because the organization was just forming. And I jumped on board and was involved in that fiber committee from 2000 through 2010. And when I stepped back from chairing that committee, I stayed on that committee all the way until I moved out of the area. So PAOBA was a driving force for me in my passion for fiber and being able to share my knowledge base and learning about that fiber with everybody else. I served on their board as a member at large. I served on the PAOBA board as a secretary. I worked in many aspects of the industry with PAOBA and joined AOA during that time period and became passionate further about the industry and joining it and being involved. I became a fiber judge, and I just wanted to share everything I could about the fiber because it's an incredible thing. And PAOBA embraced that passion early on and let me nurture and run with it. And we developed a program in PAOBA that we affectionately called the Yarn Project. And that project started by collecting member fiber as a donation to the cause. And we took that fiber and I taught people how to sort and grade it and get it into more uniform batches. I worked with many different mills to have yarn created out of that for PAOBA and for their members. We had some product developed out of that yarn. Members could buy back yarn at cost that contributed fiber to it. And then PAOBA took it one step further, and in their activity of participating in the Pennsylvania State Farm Show and having a booth there every January, they sold that yarn for the benefit of member education. That money went back into the cause to help continue education for members. And that continues to this day. That yarn project still exists. It is carried forward, and the funds received from that project, while they go back into making more the next year, they also help fund some of their projects that they have in their organization. And it's been a very worthwhile learning experience for all the members because it's always been a free program for them to participate in. And I feel very proud to have been the starter of that program in Paoba. I volunteered at that State Farm Show as well, helping educate not only members, but the public about alpacas and alpaca fiber during that time. And I went every year for 18 or 19 years as a participant at the farm show. Even before Paoba started, I went through another affiliate organization and helped out at their booth that they had at the time. So my activity involving in education has been long-standing in this industry. I've shared lots of seminars, lots of workshops, all about alpaca fiber to as many people as listen to me. Many of you who know me, I don't shut up. It's very hard to get me quiet. So I've been more than willing to share my knowledge base as much as possible. I've done that through affiliates, I've done that through AOA, I've done that through individual farms, and on my own in a lot of educational programs that I do. And I hope to continue that as I move forward into the future with the industry. I did help AOA in developing a spin-off judging training program to try to establish consistency and continuity in the judging process so that it ran more parallel with our judging process in judging fleece. And I think that's been rather successful and hope to see more people participate in that program. I became involved with the AOA fiber collection and their sorting and grading program. I helped establish the guidelines for that sorting and grading of large quantities of fiber so that we could get that fiber into larger uniform batches to bale and become acceptable to buyers who are looking to purchase that large quantity. And I think through Stacy Chavez and Lynn Eden and AOA, that program was rather successful, especially in the early days, and I'd like to see a collection of that sort continue as we grow. That also led the push to continuing to educate alpaca owners on their fiber that they're producing and the importance of understanding what they have and how to get the most out of it. And I think that that piece of it is where my focus is today, is to really push for getting the best product out of what you produce. My past endeavors strongly focused on fiber aspect of this industry. I'm a charter member and I currently serve on the board of the Artisan Fiber Mill Network. I was a charter member of the U.S. Alpaca Fiber Council, which was a silent group with the primary focus of providing an alpaca website information portal that was more geared to non-alpaca owners so that they had a location they could go to for information. I served in partnership in developing the American Alpaca Textile Company, and the focus was to develop and market U.S. alpaca based textiles for the home. And we wanted to try to utilize those higher grade fibers because there wasn't a whole lot of use for those at the time. And developing some of these products and textiles, woven textiles that we created went a long ways towards opening the door for the use of those stronger micron fibers for things other than rugs. I'm instrumental in developing a three-part certification program through SUNY Cobleskill in sorting, grading, and classing education of all types of animal fiber. It started predominantly with alpaca, but I've moved that with the group into other fiber types. And I'm currently an instructor, and I teach classes for that all around the country. As an alpaca fiber judge, I embrace the responsibility to promote characteristics of fiber. And I followed the established AOA show rules to help in that educational process, and I've assisted in the walking fleece judging criteria when that new class was established. As a newly elected board member, I continue to volunteer. I stepped up to the plate for that because I really believe that giving of my time to this industry is how we help move this industry forward. And I strongly believe that my position on the board will in some way allow the further advancement of our fiber industry and growth. I look forward to assisting the next phase of this alpaca industry. I am truly honored to receive the Shining Star Award this year, especially this year. So again, thank you, everybody.